Hi, this is Warren and Betsy Talbot, and today it's another edition of Reader Questions.
Reader questions. We are in Amsterdam today, and we are going to talk about stuff.
Stuff. Specifically, our stuff. How much of it, and what do we do with it when we're tired of it? I don't mean to be looking at you when I said that.
Actually, Darcy had some really good questions in our last segment. She asked about how many pairs of shoes we have.
Yep, and how you deal with those when you're in the wrong, with all the different situations that we get into.
Right. Well, first of all, we just bought new shoes this week.
Yeah,
so
it's very exciting.
Kind of an exciting time for us. We bought new Keen sandals, which are going to be great for Thailand. But because we bought those, that means we are getting rid of another pair of shoes each. So
Correct.
We each only have
2 pairs of shoes?
3 pair. We
use
flip-flops.
Flip-flops, yeah.
So we have 2 pair of shoes, and then we have a pair of what we call our indoor shoes or shower shoes or whatever. They're not really the kind of shoes you would wear out, but they are technically shoes.
But because we each carry 11 kilos, and that's all we have, then ultimately anything you bring in, you must get rid of something.
Exactly.
And what we typically do, and we've been doing it all along, started in Otavalo, where we got some clothes that weren't quite working, we lost a lot of weight at that time, so clothes that were just way too big. We just get rid of them. Usually we donate them.
We try to donate them, or if you're in a hostel, you can usually swap out with other people. That's what we try to do.
Yeah, as much as possible. But we really don't ship things home.
There's nowhere to ship them.
Yeah, there is no home. So for us, we typically don't acquire anything that aren't going to carry with us. So as far as what we used to do was buy memories, buy souvenirs. We just don't do that anymore.
Well, we have bought some. For instance, we bought this necklace yesterday at the market.
Yep.
I did buy a shawl in Otavalo at the market, which I ended up giving to a friend along the way. It's just really hard to keep these things and be mobile. So you love them for the time that you have them, and then you pass them on to someone else.
Yeah, and so, I mean, when we think about stuff, for us, it's just really practical. But unfortunately, you walk by a store and something catches your eye, and you're like, ooh, I need to have, whatever it might be. Then that's the biggest time where we have the conversation, because most of we're limited on the budget, but we're more limited in what we can carry.
Exactly. Now, every once in a while, someone gives us something really nice.
Yeah, we were given a beautiful chart that charts our entire progress from Antarctica up until we got to England.
Right.
And it was the official chart they used, and everyone signed it from the expedition. So that we actually shipped back to your mom.
Yes, my mom has the chart. And I don't know if it will stay in the tube or what, but obviously we couldn't carry around a giant tube of the chart with us. So we do love it when we get things like that. I just don't know when we're ever going to be able to appreciate it.
Yeah. So for us, stuff is usually more practical, but it's something that we are constantly churning through. Every time you have to pack that bag and carry it, you stop and think, do I need all of these things?
Right.
And we purge a lot.
Right. And, and going back to the question of the shoes, do you feel like you're prepared for every occasion and all of that? When you travel like this, you don't ever feel like you can be prepared for every occasion per society standards. Yeah. But you do feel like you can be prepared for every situation by your own standards. So I don't have any high heels. I don't have any party dresses or any of those kinds of things. But I won't be doing anything like that. And if I do, I can always borrow one.
Yep. As you did.
As I did for the baptism.
When we were in France, we both borrowed clothes in order to look a little bit better for that day.
Right. So, it always seems to work out.
Yeah, it does. So if you have any other questions, please send them to us. We'd love to answer them as we travel around and give you more insights into what we're doing.
Until next time.
Adios.